Hello, Kirsty. Hello, animal lover. Hello, Amanda. Amanda, lovely to see you here. Welcome in. Coffee Mama. Hello, my love. I've already had a coffee. I've already had two, if I'm honest. I usually only have one in the morning, but I feel like I needed another one today, so I've had another one. How are you? Welcome in, my friends. It's good to see you. Everyone's saying hi, everyone. Hello, Dora, my love. Welcome in, my friend. Happy Saturday for you, those of you in the, I almost said the Northern Hemisphere. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, happy Saturday. My name is Susan and it is 9:30 on Saturday morning in the lovely wintry Alpine region of Victoria, Australia. Welcome in, welcome in. We have 9 people in the chat already. Thank you very much for being here. Indiana Funny Farm, hello my love, welcome in, good to see you. Happy Saturday, says Dora, and happy Friday to everyone in the Northern Hemisphere. Friday is always exciting, isn't it? Now, it's funny, even though I haven't worked like a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job for 13 years. And yet, despite that, I still get so excited for Fridays. And like on a Monday, it's just like that sort of, oh, it's Monday. Even though I don't actually put on office clothes and get in the car and go to a job because my job is here. But there's always something a little bit sort of there about a Monday and something that's super exciting about a Friday. Even after all this time, I guess we're just conditioned that way, aren't we? Hello, hello. People are still coming in. There is Shaz Sylvester in the green because she is a member. And actually, Kirsty, yes, Kirsty from Heart's Humble Homestead is as well, but you are not showing up green. But that's okay. Welcome in, my friends. Michelle, hello, Michelle. Hello, Katie's Kitchen. Welcome in. Joy is here as well. Welcome in, my friends. Kirsty is already busy putting up everyone's links. Kirsty is such a good girl. Hello, Emily. Hello, Emily. Welcome in, my friend. Emily says, I got a delivery and it's the wrong item. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Em. That would be really frustrating. Leah Williams, my old friend, how are you? Welcome in. It's raining here again. It's just started. I can hear it on the roof. How are you, Leah? Welcome in. Yes, you do have the egg symbol next to your name. Yes, so with last week, I finally got my 3,000 watch hours, which is super exciting. And I have set up super chats, and I set up super chats on Tuesday last week, and then on Wednesday I set up memberships. And with the memberships you can get like loyalty badges for people. And so we have been set, when I say we, my daughter, who is an incredible artist, I think she is, I got her to draw some little pictures. And so for the first month, you can see next to Kirsty's name and next to Shaz Sylvester's name, they've got a little egg. So that's what you get for the first month. You get a little egg. And then for the second month, so first, from 0 to 4 weeks, you're an egg. Then when you get to 1 month plus, you get a chick hatching out of an egg. And then the 2-month mark, you're going to get a chicken, or it's a hen. It's a hen, a Rhode Island red. My daughter has drawn this tiny little Rhode Island red. It looks fantastic. And then after the Rhode Island red, there's going to be sheep, there's going to be cows, there's going to be tractors, there's going to be a homestead. So all sorts, we've got the whole progression of loyalty badges now, which are coming up. Thank you, M. M is saying, congratulations, Susan. Thank you so much, my love. Happy dance, Susan. Happy dance. Okay, happy dance. Happy dance. Happy dance. Happy dance. Although Dora is the queen of the happy dance, not me so much. Oh, okay. If mods are also members, their names will be blue with a membership icon. Ah, okay. I understand. Well, that makes sense. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for that, Katie. Michelle says, it is us crying because we can't see you in your kitchen for lunch. Oh, oh dear. Dora says, I love that your daughter did the pics. Yeah, me too. Me too. I think they're super awesome. She hasn't quite got them all done yet. And next week, we're going to be putting up the custom emojis. So this week she's working on drawing all the loyalty badges. And then next week, early next week, I'll be putting up custom emojis. So I think you're allowed to have 4 custom emojis up until the point that you get 50 members. And I think, if I understand it correctly, once you get 50 paid members, that then allows you to create and upload more of the custom emojis for your members to use. So that will be super exciting. I am here. Hi, Susan. Yes, hello, Amanda. I did say hello to you earlier, my love, but maybe you were distracted and you didn't hear me, or maybe I just imagined it and I actually didn't. But hi, Amanda. Welcome in, my friend. It's so good to see you all. Michelle says, I know, none of my business. Oh, yeah, I know. Congratulations to Susan. Couldn't be more happy for you. Christmas, Raquel and me are very proud of you. Keep up the amazing work, says Michelle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wiggle, wiggle, says Dora. Yes, I certainly did. Hello. I have someone here. Is that Donna? Hello, Donna. Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you. Thank you very much for coming in. Hi, I love your videos. Well, thank you very much, Donna. I'm Susan, but if you watch my videos, you probably know that already, but welcome in. M Bug said, had fun hanging out with you, Katie, as usual. You know, yesterday, was it yesterday, M? You were doing a shopping live. No, I don't think it was. Maybe it was my yesterday. You were doing a live, another one of those lives that you do when you go around the supermarket with your shopping trolley. And I was there, but for some reason I was having trouble with my laptop and it wouldn't let me leave comments. It would let me leave a thumbs up. So I left a thumbs up. But I tried and I tried and I shut down my computer and I woke it up again. And I tried sort of rebooting my computer 2 or 3 times and it wouldn't let me leave any comments. It wasn't just you. It was, my computer was having issues yesterday and I'm not quite sure why, but it just wasn't happy. It wasn't happy at all. It seems okay now though, and that's the main thing. So, did anyone read the description of the live? I don't know how many of you actually read my live descriptions, but I did hint the whole town is out, tornado. Oh, Indiana Funny Farm, really? That's not good. Please take care. Oh, and Kirsty says, wow, you have to drive and take a look at the surrounding damage. Oh, that's awful though. Hey, Killer Zombie. Hello, my love. Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. I love brownies. Yes, Katie, that is what we are doing. We are making chocolate brownies. Indiana Funny Farm says, no, I think probably F1, mostly tree damage, saw a snapped power pole and some peeled shingles. Okay. Killer Zombie, I won't use your name here because you may not want it known here, but how is everything going near you? Have all the riots and everything sort of settled down? I have been thinking of you and praying for you, and I've been quite worried about you actually with the riots. So yeah, just let me know you're okay in the chat before you decide to before you go on to other things which may involve either drinking or going to sleep. Let me know that you're okay if you could. Right. Chocolate brownies is what we're making today. And I am having a busy afternoon. Where are the riots? They're in Ireland, Dora, near Belfast, in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland. Susan, I just fixed it, says M-Bug. What did you fix, Em? Oh, good. Good, good. Killer Zombie, thank you for updating me. Yes, the riots are all gone. It was terrible here, but all good. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you're all right because I have been quite worried about you. So thank you for letting me know. Coffee Mama says, hello, Susan, watching from Connecticut. You are, yes. Hello, Coffee Mama. I've already had 2 today. I think I'm probably going to have to leave it at that, or else I'm going to be walking up the walls later. Ireland, oh no, says Dora. It was not you. Now you can leave comments. Oh, okay, M-Bug. So it was at your end, was it? Okay. Oh, that's good to know because it was doing my head in. I couldn't work out why I couldn't leave you a comment. But I was there. I watched most of the live. You know, it almost would be good if I could walk up walls, because down in the bathroom this morning, I saw the biggest, it's like big huntsman spider right up at the top of the wall near the ceiling. I'm going to have to catch it after the live and put it outside. But for the time being, I've shut the door. I'm just pretending it's not there. So if I had another coffee and I could actually walk up the walls, it would probably help me to catch it, wouldn't it? Ace! Hello, my love. Hello, hello, hello. Take care of yourself, Susan Hun. We'll watch this back tomorrow when I get home. Take care, says Killer Zombie. Thank you, my love. You sleep well. Have a good day. No, it's a night for you, isn't it? Have a good night, Killer Zombie. You take care. M-Bug says no spiders. Michelle says hi, Coffee Mama. Amanda says I am a farmhand. Oh, Amanda! You've become a member. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've got another member. Woohoo! I'm sorry. It's really exciting for me. I've only reached my 3,000 watch hours like 2 or 3 days ago. So it's super new and super exciting. So M-Bug says she can't deal with spiders. It took me forever to work it out, Kirsty. Happy dancing. Killer Zombie says thanks, Michelle. Joy is saying hello to everyone. Amanda says I'm a bad egg. No, you're not, my love, truly. Oh, very exciting for us to watch you so happy. Well, thank you. Well, if anyone had read, I did mention in the description, today is very exciting, not just because it's Saturday, and not just because I'm here with all of you, my friends. Clearly it's exciting because I'm making chocolate brownies, but today, after my live today, guess who's coming to visit? Well, actually, no, that's not true. They're not coming to visit. Guess who's coming up here today after my live is over? Go on, guess. Guess who's coming? Dora says, I'm so excited. Lucy, hello, Lucy, my love. Hope you're doing well. Lucy's saying hi to everyone. Kirsty is very quick off the mark and has already got Lucy's channel link up. Woohoo, says M. Michelle is first off the mark. She says Jasper. And Katie's Kitchen says puppy. And Kirsty says Jasper. Yes, yes indeed. Now. Ace. Children. Behave, my children. Yes, today, this very day, Jasper is being delivered, and he's not coming up for a visit, folks. He's here to stay. Today is the day we get our new furry family member, and isn't it exciting? It is. It's very exciting. But I'm so busy chatting, I haven't even got on with this, and I need to do this too, don't I? So, there's no guarantees I'm going to be doing a live this afternoon, but at some point in the next sort of probably 24, 48 hours, I'm probably going to do a pop-up live, only a little one. It'd be like a short thing, maybe 20 minutes. So you can all see that puppy. How exciting is it? I am so excited. Well, I'm sort of excited. It's sort of scary though, too, I must say. It is a bit scary. Donna says, wow, that is great. It is great. It is, but it is a little bit scary. My last dog was Gaia, a Hungarian Vizsla, and Gaia passed away. We're coming up to 3 years now, so it's been a long time since we've had a dog here in the house. And of course, I got Gaia as a puppy. I think Gaia was 8 weeks old or something when I got her. So it's been 3 years almost since we've had a dog, but it's been even longer since we've had a puppy. It's like, oh, it's going to be eye-opening. Yes, indeed, I think it is. It's going to be quite confronting. Yesterday, I spent a lot of time trying to make the house a little bit more dog-friendly. All right, but we've got to get on with this video, don't we, with these brownies, because I want brownies. I don't know about you. I want brownies. So let's do this. Now, because I am having a busy afternoon with Jasper, I have already put the full description and method for these brownies in the description. So I went into it this morning and I've put the recipe and the method up. I've also put all the ingredients in Australian metric and in measurements for US, Canada as well. So everything's in grams, and then there's another column that has everything in ounces and things like that. So 2 lots of ingredients. One is like Aussie, UK, and the other one is US, Canada. And then beneath that, I've got the description on how to make it. So it's already there, because I knew that once this live finishes, I'm going to be in full-on puppy panic mode and I would forget to do it. So I've See, I'm organised today. So first thing we need to do is line a 20 centimetre or 8-inch, well, my recipe says square. I'm not using a square, but in the interest of being organised, I have already lined with parchment paper. I have lined my tin. This is the tin I am going to be using for the brownies. So let's plonk that there. First thing we have to do is we are going to melt the butter and the chocolate together. Now, we are using 170 grams, which is 3/4 cup of butter. Now, the butter is, of course, up on top of the wood stove. There it is in that bowl. See that bowl right there? Is it softened? Oh yes, it's softened. So I chopped it up into little cubes. That is 170 grams or 3/4 cup of softened butter. So let's put that there. I don't think I even need this for the moment. Let me get a little saucepan out. Don't even have a little saucepan at the moment. So this is my saucepan. It's got a little handle that clips on. So first thing we're going to do is put our 170 grams. I tell you, I was so organised this morning. Look at this. I've measured everything out. What I need to do is replace all of these with glass ones though, so you can actually see what's in them. So, as I said, 170 grams of very softened butter. That is going to go into this saucepan here. How are we doing, chat? Oh, the cats will keep him behaving. Yeah, I reckon. But he seems to be a very chill boy. Well, that sort of worked. Let me just catch up here because I can see you're all madly chatting. Oh, M-Bug says, enjoy your new puppy and have fun. Yes, to a pop-up puppy live. Yeah, for sure. Don't worry, it'll happen. It's just that the thing is that my daughter doesn't really do social media and doesn't want to be in frame in front of the camera. And of course, when the puppy arrives, she's going to be all over that thing. So I'm not going to be able to do a live with the puppy while my daughter is all over the puppy. So we've just got to let the excitement level sort of settle down somewhat, and then I can do it. Dora says, I'm so excited, but nothing will be spared. Puppy chewing is coming. Not necessarily, you know. Not necessarily, but I'm busy chatting. All right. In a saucepan over low heat, you melt your 170 grams of butter. But to that, we are going to add 125 grams of dark chocolate. So they're dark chocolate buttons, 125 grams, which is 4.5 ounces. Now, don't worry, people. Like I said, I've got the Australia, UK ingredient list, and then I have adapted it for US, Canada. So 4.5 ounces of dark chocolate buttons, which is 125 of dark chocolate. In it goes. So now we have dark chocolate and we have butter. And I am going to get this stirry thing, put it in there, and then I'm going to turn you around. And we are going to melt the chocolate and the butter together. Hey, Peppa. Peppa. Excuse me. I know. Put that there. So now we're just going to melt it all and keep stirring it. But while we're doing all of that, I will check and see what the chat is saying. M-Bug is saying, oh, you're very sweet. Is this your Mama Bear recipe? Says Michelle. No, not my mum. This is a me recipe, this one. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to change it up next time. So what I'm going to do is I'm doing the dark chocolate is currently on the stove here, melting with 170 grams of butter. But then later, what I'm going to be doing is adding more chocolate chips to it. Now they're going to be milk chocolate chips. But what I was saying to my daughter just earlier, we're going to be, the extra chocolate chips that will be staying whole, I'm adding 100 grams. So I said to my daughter, how about the next time we do it, we put dark chocolate in the saucepan into the batter, and then with the 100 grams of extras, we do 50 grams of white chocolate and 50 grams of milk chocolate. And I could have done that today, like I've got white chocolate, but yeah, next time. There's always got to be a next time, doesn't there? Now this is melting down incredibly quickly. Incredibly quickly. I'll get a fork or something because there we go, that's better. We're almost there, folks. You know, I reckon we're done. For a stove that's not super hot at the moment, I reckon we're done. So let me show you, if I can. I'll just get it from a slightly different angle. Can you see how it's all melted down? So that was our chocolate chips and our 170 grams of butter. Done and melted. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to put this, actually, I'll just put it there. We need to, I have put the chocolate and butter mix just over here with the lid off because I want it to cool down a little bit. So we'll let that cool down now. And let me find my glasses. Let me catch up with the chat. Feeling better vibes from Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, is someone not well? I love your kitchen, says Em. Thank you, my love. Feel better, Katie. Oh, Katie, you're not well, sweetheart. I hope you feel better soon. I'll have an extra chocolate brownie for you. Okay, extra chocolate brownie for Katie, everyone. M-Bug, it's been a week around here. Oh, okay. Who, me? No, it's actually purple. It's a very dark purple, and I've got a matching hat, of course, very 1930s, 40s. But yes, it's a very, very dark purple. Now, so we melt the butter and chocolate. We've done that, and then we stir it until smooth. So the next thing we need to do is we need to add the sugar, okay? So with the sugar, we wanted 150 grams of white granulated sugar and 100 grams of brown sugar. So because I'm really organised today, it's out of sheer puppy panic. It's not going to happen every week. Because I'm really organised today, that there is 100 grams of brown sugar and 150 grams of white sugar. Ignore the measurements on the side. I did actually measure it on scale, so I know it's correct, even though it may not necessarily look it in the cup. Now, for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, that is 3/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar and half a cup of packed brown sugar. All right, so mix in the sugars and allow the mixture to cool for 5 minutes. All right. So we're going to bring our still fairly warm melted butter and chocolate mix. Have I accidentally turned my chat off? I don't think I have. All right. And I am going to add to the butter and the chocolate the white granulated sugar and the brown sugar. Plop. There we go, it's in. Now we're going to, oh, made a little mountain, it did. So we're going to mix the sugars in. The white granulated sugar has already blended in quite nicely. The brown sugar is just taking a few moments longer. But once we've got the sugars mixed so it's a nice smooth paste, we will be setting it aside again to allow it to cool a little bit more. It needs to cool a little bit more. Do I still have a working chat? Can someone just send up an emoji or something just so I can see that it's still working? Because I moved the camera a few minutes ago and I'm always worried when I've done that that I've actually turned something off. All right, the sugars have now been mixed in. Yes, says Kirsty. Thank you, my love. All right, so sugars are mixed in. So I'll put it back over here and allow it to keep cooling. So we're getting a puppy today. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Now, we've got to allow the mixture to cool for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Right. I'm going to set the timer and chat with you. And we're going to chat for 5 minutes. Ace has put up my buy me a coffee. Thank you, my love. Yes, that's right. You do. You do. You have to allow it to cool because the next thing that is going to go into that butter, chocolate, sugar mix is the eggs. Now, if that's too hot, it will actually cook your eggs, and you don't want to cook your eggs. Hello, Chris. Hello, my friend. Welcome in. Good to see you. Let me just catch up here. Michelle is sending up little hearts. Lucy Warren has got her rainbows and unicorns. I do love rainbows and unicorns. Is this a fudgy brownie? Amanda, Yes, 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 yes. I do love fudgy brownies. They're the best. I think they're the best. I haven't met anyone that doesn't like a fudgy brownie, but I'm sure they must exist. They must exist, those people, but I haven't met one. But yes, this is very much going to be a fudgy brownie. You're very beautiful, Susan. Thank you, Chris. Much appreciated. Amanda says, now, oh, now I am in love with Susan. Well, thank you very much, Amanda. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. So yes, we're going to give it 5 minutes to cool. And while we're waiting for it to cool, we're just going to chat here and hang. The next thing we're going to be adding is the 2 eggs and the vanilla. So let me just go to the pantry and I will grab, I'll go to the pantry, pantry's in there, and I will grab 2 eggs and the vanilla. May as well get them ready. Right. And vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Okay. 2 eggs. And a big bottle of vanilla. This is one I made. I made this one. Let me put my glasses on and I'll tell you. I made this one on the 23rd of June, 2023. And you can probably see, maybe you can't, see the vanilla pods in there. So there's still vanilla pods in there. So this is my homemade vanilla extract. I should do a video on how to do it. It's very easy though. Amanda says she is Michelle. M says, I can't join anyone's membership. If I did, I would be broke. Yeah, I understand. I do understand. I can't. I don't have that much money. I can't afford to do it at all, which is really unfortunate. But hopefully, you know, the memberships will help out because, you know, things, especially the last 12 months on the farm have been so dire, like really. 2025 and the beginning of 2026, I was thinking that I was actually going to end up losing the farm. So really, we got to that point. Things got really dire. So it helps, you know, I don't need a lot of money. I mean, we try to be self-sufficient, you know. We don't need a lot, but you still need to pay insurance and things like that. Sometimes you just need cold hard cash. So I'm grateful for every single cent and every single penny that comes my way. So yes, don't know how we got onto that. Oh yes, I was saying I can't afford to join anyone's memberships at the moment. I'm sorry, but maybe in the future I will. You can always buy for a month and dip out. Oh, Em. Is it 5 minutes already? It's 5 minutes already. So theoretically, this is cold. It's not too far off it, you know. Things are tough everywhere. They certainly are, Amanda. Sonia and Robbie are here. Welcome in, my friends. Good to see you. Hey, Robbie and Sonia, I'm getting my puppy today. Today, this very day, after the live is over. Our puppy is coming. And it's very exciting and incredibly scary and daunting all at the same time. So, yes. I'm sorry to hear that, Susan. Hang on, have I missed something? Like a present for getting monetized. Ah, very happy I was. Yes. Oh, thank you, Chris. Wild Huckleberry says hi. Susan, sorry to hear that. Susan says, Kirsty, I hope things are getting better now. Yeah, look, I think they are slowly. I'm really pleased. You know, they need to, because, yeah, it's been tough for a long time, and it's really been a struggle. Michelle says, Susan, can you please have a brownie for me? And my girls just found out I'm cancer free. Michelle, that's awesome. Oh, well done, my love. That is wonderful. Everyone, Michelle is cancer free. What? That's incredible. That's incredible. I'm so pleased for you. I'm so pleased for you, Michelle. I'll definitely have a brownie for you. Don't you worry. Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it, Joy? It's wonderful news. Absolutely wonderful news. All right. All right. So we have to add in eggs and vanilla. So eggs. Let's keep going with this chocolate brownie, shall we? And you know the other thing, I might put the oven on. 50. Now again, I'm using the electric oven because most of you have electric ovens. You don't all have wood stoves like me, and I do cook on it and in it sometimes in my lives, but I am also very mindful of the fact that you don't all have a wood stove. It's that combined with the fact that today, not only am I distracted by the chat, I'm distracted by a puppy. So yes, anything that makes my life easier today, I'm up for. So we are going to do the eggs. 2 eggs. I'm going to break them into a cup. All right, lovely, that's okay. Put that there. And then we'll do the next one. Stand back here a bit further so you can actually see what I'm doing. All right, 2 eggs. Now these eggs aren't room temperature eggs. These eggs are straight from the fridge, so chilled eggs is what we want. I'm going to give them a little bit of a whisk. So I've got this bowl here that had the butter melting. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour the eggs into that bowl. Now that I know they're okay, use my fork, give them a bit of a whisk. I think that's enough. And then to them, we are going to add a teaspoon of my yummy, yummy, yummy homemade vanilla extract. It's so easy to make vanilla extract. All right, half a teaspoon. Oh, yummy. It does smell wonderful. It smells wonderful. So we have half a teaspoon. We're going to pour that in with the egg. How's our chat going? Michelle says, congratulations on the new edition, meow meow. Oh, you're getting a new kitten. I need a good mouse around here, says the wild huckleberry. Yeah, you do need, it's always handy to have a good mouser. Yes, get that oven in, I often forget. Yeah. Em says my mum is diabetic, sadly. Oh no. Em says, I wish I could have a private account where I'm the only zone who knows about it, and then maybe I would get members. Ah. All right. Egg, vanilla. We are going to add that to the pot that already has the butter, the chocolate, the white granulated sugar and the brown sugar. So we're going to put that in. And then we're just going to mix it through, praying the whole time that I actually let it cool enough. Yeah, we're good. The eggs aren't cooking, and that's the main thing. So just keep mixing it, mix it until all the yellow disappears and it just looks like chocolate again. So just keep mixing it for as long as it takes. See, at the moment, I don't know if you can see, no, maybe you can't. You can still see some of the egg sort of floating on the surface a bit. So we just keep stirring it, and eventually it will all incorporate together. So while I'm stirring, I'll just catch up here and see what we're all talking about. Gosh, look how much the chat has moved. Honestly, I turned my back for a minute. It's, oh, females make the best mouses. Is that a thing? I didn't know that. All our cats are female. I've never actually owned a male cat, so I've got no point of comparison, but I didn't know that was a thing. Thank you for telling me, Joy. Wild Huckleberry says, thank you, Hearts and Michelle. Michelle wants to know from Sonia and Robbie what they're going to name their kitty. Oh, yes, Michelle. Huckleberry do have other pets. Michelle says Huckleberry named Brownie. Dennis! Hello, Dennis. Welcome in. I hope you're managing to keep your wood pile well stocked up. Dennis Brattick, you are, it's 2 a.m. there. Wow, okay, it is 20 minutes past 10. So 10:20 a.m. Saturday morning, Dennis. I am rarely awake when you are streaming. No, that's right. That's right. How are you going with all your wood chopping? Every time I see you, you're chopping wood. Hello, Matt. Welcome in, Matt. All right, let's keep going with this recipe. All right, so we have added the eggs and the vanilla. The next thing we need to do is fold in the dry ingredients. So, because I'm a good little camper, I have already measured out 100 grams of plain flour. Now, 100 grams of plain flour is 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Again, I've got the 2 sets of ingredients, Northern Hemisphere ingredient list, Australia, UK ingredient list with the different measurements. So if you want to look it up in the description, it's all there. So let me get a sieve. We'll get a sieve. All right. My wood chopping is going really well, thank you, says Dennis. I am glad. I'm glad. All right. So, oh, yummy. Doesn't that look good? It does look good. It looks good. Let me put that there. So I'm putting the sieve over the top of the pot, and then we're going to pour in 100 grams of plain or all-purpose flour, and we're going to sieve it in. So just go shake, 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 shake. How are you, Matt? Guess what, Matt? We're getting our puppy today. Jasper is coming home, finally. Not to visit, but forever and ever and ever. All right, so we've added in the flour. And next we are going to add in 30 grams of cocoa powder and half a teaspoon of salt. So I've got the cocoa powder there, already measured out. That's 30 grams of cocoa powder and half a teaspoon of salt. So we're going to put that in the pot with all the other ingredients. Okay. And then we're just going to fold it through. Oh, is Joy going? Joy says, I've got to go, folks. I'll finish this later. Thank you so much for being here, Joy. You take care. I hope you have a really lovely evening. You know, stay safe and sleep well and all that sort of thing. It's going to take a little while to fold these dry ingredients in. Again, I should be back here more, shouldn't I, so you can see me. And I'll just move that down, make sure I'm keeping up with the chat. Oh, yeah, you love having all of the animals, says Wild Huckleberry, for sure. I'll definitely come back to this for the recipe at some point. Thank you, Em. To make homemade brownies, I will have to Google the American version. No, Em, I've got it in the description. In my description, I've put the Australian UK version and an American Canadian version. So I've got it already. I've already sort of done the conversions. So when you go to the description of this live, the ingredients will be in 2 columns. So I've already done all the conversions for you, my love. You will not need to Google it. Ooh, ah, cool, says Em. See, it's amazing what I can do when the terror of having a puppy arrive today. You know, it's I'm more organised for this live than I've been for a Saturday live in a while, I must say. All right, it's all mixed. Are you able to see that? I've got to be careful tipping it because I don't actually want to pour it off onto the bench, but there we go. Now, at this point, if you want to, this is the optional part, you can add another 100 grams of chocolate buttons. Now, the melted chocolate in here was dark chocolate, 70% cocoa. The chocolate I'm going to mix in, I'm going to use milk chocolate. Now, you don't have to add buttons in at all. It's not necessary. I've made it without the extras. You know, I'm a chocoholic, so I haven't made it without the extras all that often, but I have done it. You can use dark chocolate buttons. You can use, like I'm doing today, milk chocolate buttons, or you can use white chocolate or a mixture of all 3. Do whatever takes your fancy. Put them in, don't put them in. I'm a chocoholic, so quite frankly, they're going in. And they're in. We'll just give it a nice mix. I think the next time I do it though, I'm going to do the milk chocolate and the white chocolate, because I haven't done a lot with white chocolate for a while. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It just smells so chocolatey. All right, so the only thing we have left to do, look, we didn't need this at all really in the end, did we? Let's get that out of the way. Get these out of the way. The only thing we have left to do is to empty that into my prepared pan. So let me set it up here so you can actually see. Here, let me just double check. Butter, chocolate, white sugar, brown sugar, eggs, vanilla extract, plain flour, cocoa, salt, and optional bits. Okay, we're there. Plop. Can you see it? How exciting is this? And I mean, how easy was that? This is so easy. I think it's easy. Are you going to make these, Dora? If you're still here, Dora, are you going to make them? I'm sure Amanda will make them, because Amanda, I think, is a little bit like me, and she's a chocoholic. Amanda from Foraging and Urban Farming, she is a chocoholic. I'm just putting it out there. Keeping it real, Amanda, keeping it real. Amanda, how is Larry? I haven't seen Larry recently. Is Larry okay? Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right. So it's in. It's made a big mess. Now we're going to smooth it out. Get into the corners. Of course, once it gets into the oven, it will sort of smooth out a little bit more as well. Initially, just for a moment before it starts to cook. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I am so excited for this. I'm excited for a lot of things this week. Alrighty. I've got clean hands. Come on, in you go. Plop. Go, go. Done. Yummy. It's very yummy. All right, so it's now spread in the tin. Because I'm using the electric oven, and this is just a personal thing for me, I've made the paper a bit higher on this side, because the electric oven, even though it has a fan that you can't turn off, it doesn't seem to distribute the heat as evenly as it could. So when I put things in the oven, it tends to burn things in the back left corner. So I always make the paper at the back just that little bit higher. So let us put this in the oven. Now, what are we going to do? We have got this. We have got the oven set at 180, which is 350 Fahrenheit if you are in US or Canada. And we are going to cook it for I'm going to say 22 minutes, but it could take 5 minutes longer than that. So at the 22-minute mark, I will check it and see how it's going. And yeah, either they'll be ready or they won't be ready. And now, all I need to do is a little bit of tidy up and sit and chat with you all. Where am I up to? Matt is saying hello to everyone. I'm sorry, Matt, you've probably been saying hello to everyone for a while now, but I've been a little bit distracted. I'll just head up a little way. All right, I've headed up a bit. I think my ketchup turned out all right, maybe too much clove. Oh, did you make it, Amanda? Yeah, no, it's awesome. When the lady comes up this afternoon to drop off our puppy, I am giving her one of those gifted jars that I made. I'm giving her a jar of tomato sauce or ketchup, tomato ketchup, that we made on last week's live. So she's going to get some tomato ketchup, and I'm going to give her a little plate of chocolate brownies as well for her and her kids when she gets home. So hopefully she'll get home with the brownies, okay. I am Dennis. Are you going, Dennis? He's saying thank you, thank you. All righty. Oh yes, Dennis is going. Dennis says, I got to go sleep. Bye, Susan. Bye, everyone. Enjoy watching. Bye, Dennis. Thank you so much for being here. I know for you it is very early in the morning, so thank you so much. Have a great sleep, and hopefully I'll get to see you again on a live one day. That would be lovely. You take care, Dennis. Grizzly Girl Games and Grub. Hello, my love. I am here, and you call chocolate chips chocolate buttons. Such fun. Yeah, look, it depends on my mood a little bit. Sometimes I call them chocolate chips, sometimes I call them chocolate buttons. So really, it's whatever comes out of my mouth first, quite frankly. But it's so wonderful to have you here. Welcome in, Grizzly Girl. M Bug says you have a great memory. I have my moments. Wild Huckleberry says that's nice, Michelle. I have some friends in Ohio and their channel is Tracy and Tim. Oh, okay. Michelle says my hubby and I have a YouTube channel, The Great Indoors with Ed and Michelle. Oh, okay. I knew that, I think. Kirsty wants to know if I have enough tomatoes to do another batch without cloves and combine them. Oh, no, not me. Amanda. Kirsty is saying that to Amanda. Well, yes, you could do that too. I mean, it's your spring, isn't it, Amanda? So I'm sure you're going to be getting like more tomatoes as the season goes on. Did you put in, sorry, did you say, Amanda, you put in too many or not enough cloves? Yum, it looks so good, says Dora. Am I that far behind in the chat? It does look good though, doesn't it? Kirsty says, I have done that before too, Amanda. That is how I know to make a clove-free batch and combine them. Okay. Welcome home present for Jasper. Jasper's not getting the brownies. No chocolate for doggies. but more for me. More for me. Matt Lawton says, Dora, she feels bad for not coming in your live, and Susan and the others, I told her it's okay. She needs her time. Oh, yeah, look, we all do. I mean, none of us can go into everyone's lives all the time. It's just too hard. And I mean, especially for me, you know, up here, single mum, 168 acres of land I've got to look after pretty much on my own, and the house and the car and the quad bike and the ride on mower and the washing and the laundry and the animals and the feeding, YouTube, the articles I write, buy me a coffee, you know, I am so time poor, and I try really hard to come into as many of your channels as I can, as often as I can, but it is hard to keep up. And I'm sure everyone here in the chat is in exactly the same boat. You know what it's like. You've got lives. And by lives, I mean actual lives, not like a YouTube live. We've all got lives to live outside of YouTube. So no, I completely get it. I completely get it. It's all good. Truly. Who have we got? Oh, tell her, Dora, thank you. Smiley. Hello, Smiley. Welcome in, my friend. It's so good to see you here. How are the cows doing? The cows are doing great. The cows are doing very well. They've already had their breakfast this morning, and now they're just hanging out for their dinner later this afternoon. Oh, get that out the way. Put that there. All right. We are going to put a few things in the dishwasher while we chat. It's a great thing, this dishwasher. It only uses 12 litres of water. I think if I filled my sink, it would be more than 12 litres, I can tell you that much. Put that there. Put that there. It's got a cutlery drawer at the top, so I'll put that there. Chocolate. Very nice. Hi to everyone in the chat, says Smiley. Michelle says, I eat my dessert sugar-free, Reese peanut butter cup, 0 sugar. Ah, okay. I've never had a peanut butter cup, like ever. I don't think they're that popular over here in Australia. I think the only way I'm actually going to get one is if I make them. So there you go. There's an idea. I might have to make my own chocolate peanut butter cups. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone, says Smiley. Yes, please do. That would be wonderful if you could. I'd really appreciate that. It all helps. Everyone's saying hello to Smiley. Yes, it's very hard to watch everyone, but I try, says Michelle. And that's all any of us can do. We just give it our best shot, and some days we've got more time than others, and yeah. Right, let's get these in. Yeah, I've got to get more of these little dishes. They're really handy for pre-measuring things, but I need to get glass ones so you can actually see what's in them. That would be good. You see what's in them though. Did I use that one? Yes, it had the flour in it, didn't it? Just had flour in it. Lid that I didn't use, that can go back in the drawer. Look at that chocolate, all that chocolatey goodness. How is the weather where you are? It's very misty outside, Smiley. Very, very misty. I bet homemade Reese's cups would be amazing. Yeah, I can do that. I'll do that. hang on. What does that say? Ramekins. Yes, ramekins are great. Really handy. Chocolate, yummy, for sure. Look at it. All that chocolatey goodness. All the cats are starting to hang around. Oh, they're 10 minutes late for their feed, and they're all looking at me going, Mum, you need to feed us. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. I'd take you to the window. Oh, I can't even take you outside because it's raining. And you know that little seat that I sit on out the front? Oh, it's raining in from the front, near the front window. I think it's just stopping now for the moment, but the seat's all wet, so I can't even go outside and sit down. Put that there, put that there. The sink, that can go in the sink as well. Take the handle off the saucepan. Lift up that little lever. They're really great, these saucepans, because they can nest inside your drawer. They don't take up as much room. More chocolate. I tell you, I better put it in the dishwasher or else I'm going to have it all eaten. It's going to be like chocolate overload. And one thing you don't want is to see me with chocolate overload. Okay, we have 10 minutes. You're making me want some chocolate. Is that a bad thing though, Smiley? I mean, really? Ace says 30 thumbs up. Thank you everyone for the 30 thumbs up. Much appreciated. That is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you're just teasing us, says Dora. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. How else am I going to encourage you all to make these damn things if I don't make them as tempting as humanly possible? But I mean, it's not hard to make it tempting, realistically, because I mean, it's chocolatey goodness, fudgy chocolatey goodness, more to the point. Dora says, I've got to go help Diego cut down banana trees. I will leave this playing. Thank you, Dora. I thought you'd already chopped down all the banana trees. Oh, Amanda says my ketchup tastes like Heinz 57 sauce, y'all. Well, look, at least it tastes like ketchup at all. That's great. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Bye, Dora, says Kirsty. I hope it goes okay. Dora says, see you all. Good evening and have an awesome day for all the Aussies in the house. You take care, Dora. I will be talking to you later, I'm sure. All right, let me catch up. Wild Huckleberry says, can't hang around to see the deliciousness. I've got to go out and take care of the animals. Enjoy that new puppy, Susan. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. It's going to be so exciting, so exciting. Even more exciting than chocolate, and that's saying something, quite frankly. Kirsty is saying, well, Amanda, that's great. Yeah, see, Amanda? Kirsty thinks it's great. I think you're being too harsh on yourself, Amanda. I am quite positive that your tomato ketchup that you made is wonderful. Dora, it was very good. Virtual chocolate spatula, yes. Baby City vlog. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for all the roses and the hearts, Baby City Vlog. Welcome in. It's good to see you. And we have 10 minutes until, no, hang on. We've now got 7 minutes until this chocolate brownie has its first check, which is good. And then, ding. And then after 2 o'clock, the puppy's coming. So that will be very exciting. She's just messaged. I saw it come up on my phone. She's coming up after 2. So the great thing about that is that I get to finish my live and run around and do a little bit more puppy prep. So yes, that'll be exciting. So yes, Jasper. Jasper is, I actually thought he was a bit younger, but it turns out that Jasper is 9 weeks old. Tomorrow, I think it is. 9 weeks old tomorrow. He is turning into a very big boy. The lady who bred him, during the course of this week, she's been sending me photos of him. And like, it's only been maybe 2.5 weeks since we last saw him. And he has almost doubled in size. His paws are so big. So big. Yeah, he's going to be a big boy. And yeah, I'm looking forward to having a dog. It's exciting, it's scary, it's daunting. There's going to be a lot of wee. The cats are going to be terrified, but maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, they've all lived with a dog before. It was a couple of years ago. But how exciting. Oh, are you in India? Baby City Vlog. My India. Okay. Ellie. Hello, Ellie. Welcome in, sweetheart. Welcome in. Hi, says Baby City Vlog. How are you, Ellie? I have had such a busy week. And when I haven't been busy, I've almost been like crashing. Like, it's like, yeah, it's been a full-on week. It really has. But our puppy's coming today, Ellie, in 3 hours. I'm glad it's 3 hours. I actually thought it was in 1 hour, but she's running a little bit behind, so she said in 3 hours, and I'm so grateful for that. No, I'm good. I'm good, Ellie. I've just been busy. It's been a busy week. Especially preparing for the puppy as well, Jasper, who will be here in 3 hours. And today, Ellie, we are making fudgy chocolate brownies. So we have actually made them. They're in the oven at the moment. And we've got another 4 minutes till I'm going to test them. And I'll see whether they're done. I suspect that they'll probably go back into the oven for a little bit. Whoops. Turn you around. I'll put the kettle on. Because if we're going to be having cake, we're going to be needing a kettle at some point. Open the lower vent to get the airflow through the wood box. There's not a lot happening in the wood box at the moment. I need to put more wood in there, but I can do that later. I think we should have enough to boil the kettle. So put that there. I'll open the flue. So the air that goes in through the bottom will circulate around the oven and up the top, and then it will go out through the flue. And then we can get some water boiling so I can have a cuppa with the chocolate brownies. But even once the brownies are done, I'm going to have to wait for them to cool a little bit. So let's have a look. Oh my God, puppies and brownies. I know. Ellie, isn't it exciting? What a day. What a day. And I was telling the people at the beginning of the live, and a few more have come in since then. our old dog, Gaia, she was a Hungarian Vizsla, and we're coming up to 3 years since she passed away. So for 3 years, we haven't had a dog. And of course, I got Gaia as a puppy. So 17, 18, 19, it's been 20 years since I have had a puppy. I'm thinking, oh. So yeah, it's very exciting, but yeah, 20 years since I've had a puppy in the house. It's going to be very interesting, I can tell you that much. Let me have a look. What are we saying? What are we saying? A glass of milk with that brownie for me, Susan. Yeah, you know, I'll be honest, I do actually prefer a glass of milk with my brownie, but here's the thing. Even once they're out of the oven, we're going to have to let them cool a little bit before we can cut them up. I don't know if you remember a few weeks ago, everyone, I did this, a slice, what I called a slice, and it was like coconut and raspberry jam and all of that. Do you remember? Do you remember me making that? It was in the same pan, actually, that I did the brownies in. So it was a pan like this one. And I did like a cake, a slice with coconut and jam. And I tried to cut into that before it had cooled down enough. And look, it tasted wonderful. It really was. It didn't last long, let me tell you. But I did cut it too soon. So this time, I'm going to wait a little bit longer. So I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee. I'm going to have the cup of coffee. And then once the brownies are ready, I am going to cut it up and have it with a glass of milk, I reckon. I think that's a good idea. All right, let's test this. Now I have a metal skewer. What I'm going to do is take it out of the oven. I'm going to dip the skewer in. Now, if it comes out like really, really sticky and gooey, too gooey, it means it needs another few minutes. So let's see what happens. Shh, shh. That's it. It certainly smells nice. Oh, it looks nice too, but is it ready? I don't think it is. I think I'll give it a tiny bit longer. Oh, but it's looking so good. I might turn it round too. Ah. All right, so that was 22 minutes. 22, 23, 24, 25. We'll give it another 3 minutes. We'll test it again. So we're just going to keep going now at little 3-minute jumps and keep testing it until I think it is done. All right, let me see. I can hear the kettle, which is over there on the wood stove. The kettle is starting to make noise, which is awesome. Brownies need to cool, says Amanda. They certainly do. Baby City Vlog is saying, hello, Ellie. Ellie says, Michelle, same. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Michelle says she got these brownies into 1,000 pieces for her amazing subscribers. Yummy and yummy. That's right. Michelle says, just busy over here with my mum, hubby, and working part-time. And Baby City Vlogs putting up little medals going, yay! Oh, yes, yes, yes. All right. we're going to close the bottom vent on this so the air slows down. And then we're going to close the flue to keep the heat in. And then once I've closed the flue, the heat starts to recirculate around the oven again. I give you all these little tips all the time, just in case any of you do in fact have a wood stove. Now what do I want? I want my cup, and I'm going to put coffee in it. Okay, I have my cup, I have my saucer, we're all ready to go for the first part of this super stunning breakfast of chocolate brownies. Okay. Let's pour the water in. There we go. Now, we have 1 minute till the timer's going to go off again, and at that point I will double check. There we go. It wasn't even a minute, was it? Ellie says, yay, Michelle, I hope you're well. And Michelle says, litter boxes still need cleaning and my house is dirty. Clean, Ellie. Cleaning on board. Ellie says, I need to clean my house first. Yes, yes. All right. Let me see how this comes out. So the first time we checked it, they'd been cooking for 22 minutes. Now we put them in for another 3 minutes. We're up to 25 minutes now. It's certainly sizzling and crackling a lot more than it was when I took it out the first time. That's nice and dry. Don't know. I think, good grief. I reckon we will give it 25, 26, 27, 28. I'll give it another 3 minutes. All right. Ah, okay. Yes, isn't that wonderful? Wonderful news for Michelle. Michelle is cancer-free, everyone. She says she's never smoked, so we're celebrating with brownies. I think that's a much better idea. Yes, I do agree. And then Michelle says, Ellie, I cleaned your house in a heartbeat. Now, since we're here, we've got another few minutes. How about I'll take you to the window so you can see the great outdoors. You can see what my view is looking like at the moment. All right, so here we are at the window. I'm holding my battery pack. Okay, there you go. That's my world. So I'm back up, you can see I'm inside. That's my view out the window. Very misty. It's been raining on and off. The fog, I know, isn't it wonderful? It's quite windy. It's still pretty. It is. And that's what I love about living up here. It doesn't matter whether the weather's good or bad. It's always changing, and it's always pretty. No, you got a lovely blue sky day, you can see all the mountains. Other days you get the dark, threatening clouds and the rain. And then other days you get this. It's always different. Always different. Which is the best Led Zeppelin song, says Amanda? I can hear the wind coming down the chimney. It's howling. You probably can't hear that over the phone though. Anyway, I reckon our 3 minutes is almost up. So let me turn you back around. We'll do that. And where are we going? We're going this way. Whoop, there's the 3 minutes. It's so foggy, says Em. It is, isn't it, my love? Let me put you there. Put the battery pack back down. Turn the timer off because it's super annoying. And let me check and see. I cannot see my cows, Bud Files. Is Bud Files here? I must be missing him in the chat, but hello, Bud Files. If you're here, welcome in. And Chris Wilson is here as well. Welcome in, Chris. Good to see you. All right, let's check these. Where have I put? Okay. So now what have we done? We've done 22 minutes plus 3 minutes, which brought it to 25. We've just done another 3, so 26, 27. All right, 28 minutes. Probably more like 29 now because we've been chatting. Hang on. Clean the skewer off. Nice. Nice. I don't know. Now, look, I think that's done. I think that's done. Better be. I'm eating it anyway. Actually, that reminds me of a story I've got to tell you. Now, I'm going to show you this. Keep in mind that I've checked it 3 times, and each time I checked it, I went with the skewer 3 times. So it's now full of holes. It looks like a chocolatey pin cushion. But there we go. There is our chocolate brownie out of the oven. It does look pretty. It would look more pretty if I didn't have so many holes in it. But it's done. So what I need to do now is find a rack to put it on. Let me grab a rack out. Okay. So if we put that rack there. Now we're going to need to let this cool for a little bit. So while it's cooling, I'm going to have my cup of coffee. All right, cup of coffee is ready. The cup of coffee should have cooled now too. There we go. Now, Chris Wilson, you're doing wonderful. I'm so pleased to hear that, Chris. That's awesome news. And Connor Burke is here as well. Hello, Connor. Lovely of you to come in. Everyone is saying hello to Chris and to Connor. We've just made chocolate brownies. I think you probably saw that. But now that we've done that, we're just going to let them think for a little while. Something just crashed. In the house, of course. I'm nowhere near a road, I wouldn't hear that, but I have my coffee. I do wonder what that was. Maybe it's the wind knocking something over. You don't often hear a lot of noise here. You don't often hear things that you don't know what they are. Oh, Amanda, you didn't use my tomato ketchup recipe? Well, that's what went wrong. No, that's what went wrong, Amanda. You were supposed to use my recipe, love, my recipe that I did for you last weekend. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm meant to be moving this over a little bit more. Children, stop it. The cats are hissing at each other. The brownies do look good, don't they? Where are the kitties, Susan? Says Chris. Oh no, Pepper. Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Just ignore the sound. Ignore the sound. I'm getting another kitty. Okay. Fudge. Hello, Fudge. 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 Hello. Hello. Yes. Yes. All right, I've got a cat. All righty. Hey, Captain Cornish. Hello, love. How are you, my dear? It's so good to see you. Captain Cornish. It must be, what is it, like 3 o'clock in the morning for you? Do you never sleep, my love? Welcome in. I'm so thrilled you're here, but you must go to sleep at some point. So this is Fudge. Fudge is a lovely cat, but she hates being picked up. Can you tell? Can you tell? She's sort of worming around the place. She's a bit of a princess. She has a special princess walk, but yeah, she hates being held. Here we are. I've got her now, though. I've got her now. There she is, looking incredibly unimpressed. Chris, this is for you. Oh, Captain Cornish says all good with Mike getting ready for missions. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Just grab my glasses, make sure I'm not missing anything. Peanut butter fudge. Look, really any type of fudge, to be honest. I like food. I like food. All the cats are named after food. So we've got Fudge, who you just met then, and then there's a grey one who is Truffle. Because remember a few weeks ago I made chocolate truffles, so we had to have a truffle. And then we got Pepper, the black one. So all our cats are named for food. And then we got a dog, Captain Cornish. If you're still here, we're getting our puppy this afternoon. It'll be the first time we've had a dog here in almost 3 years. And it will be the first time I have had a puppy in 20 years. Hey, Mike, are you here, Mike? Mike! Hello, hello. How are you, Mike? I was chatting with Zombie Killer, whose name shall remain anonymous because he's never said I can say it on the live here, so I haven't. But yeah, he was in a little bit earlier, about half an hour or so ago, and he was telling me that everything in Ireland has sort of calmed down a little bit for him now. So I was rather pleased to hear that, because he has been in the back of my mind all week. I've been sort of worried about how he was getting on. So I was so thrilled to hear that. I mean, not just for him, but I mean for everyone in Northern Ireland who is affected. Yeah, it wasn't nice. I'm glad it sort of settled down. So yes, you missed him. She is so pretty. Yes, Fudge is a very pretty cat, and she knows it. She knows it. She's got princess energy. It's why she doesn't like to be picked up. Captain Cornish, thank you. Captain Cornish has become a farmhand. So Captain Cornish has become a member of the channel. Thank you very much. You'll now have a little loyalty badge next to your name of an egg. And then if you get to 1 month, then you'll become a chick hatching from an egg. And then at 2 months, you become a chicken. My daughter, she's been drawing all the loyalty badges for the members. She's sort of drawing them all. And so they're all coming together. And then once she's got them done, she's going to do the custom emojis. So hopefully by the next live that I do, maybe by Tuesday, when I do my Tuesday farm walk and talk, we'll have the custom emojis up as well. And that'll be pretty exciting. I mean, it's not even been a week since I got my 3,000 watch hours. I got my 3,000 watch hours on Tuesday last week, and today's Saturday. So it's only been a few days, so we're getting there. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Oh, Captain Cornish. Thank you, my love. Captain Cornish has sent through a gift membership, which has gone to Connor Burke. Actually, you've sent through too, Captain Cornish. I appreciate that so much. I really do. But save your money, my love. There must be more important things. But I do appreciate it so very much. Oh, Forsaken Exploration also got a gift membership from Captain Cornish. Thank you. Thank you. That's wonderful. Woohoo for Susan, says Amanda. Oh, Ace. Ace. You have also been gifted a gift membership from Captain Cornish Adventures. Thank you, Captain Cornish. Oh, wow. I'm really going to have to push the push the content now. I'm still learning what I need to put up. At the moment, I think I've done a welcome in post, and I've done a photo post, and I wasn't sure how often to actually do special members posts. Like, you're paying members, so do I like bombard you with posts because you're paying, or is that too much? So I'm still trying to work it out. I thought maybe 3 posts a week, and I'm going to be doing members only lives as well. I'm going to start off with just 1 a month, but what I'm going to do is, because all my members, bar one, are all in the Northern Hemisphere, I'm going to make a super early live. So my lives generally, I start at 9:30 in the morning. So the members only lives will be at 6 a.m. my time. And what the plan is to make myself a cuppa, and then we're going to go outside into the big bad world, and we're going to watch the sun come up over the mountains. That's what I think we're going to do. So let me have a look. Captain Cornish. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I really don't. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I really do appreciate that. I really do. You have no idea. Please, that's not a hint. You don't need to do any more. I think you've spent enough money. But I do really very much appreciate that. That is wonderful of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How exciting. I've suddenly got all these members. Wow, incredible. No worries, says Captain Cornish. Louis Fuller is in the house. Hello, Louis. How are you today? We've just made some chocolate brownies and we're waiting for them to cool a little bit so we can try them out. Nicholas Grollo. Hello, hello, Nicholas. Welcome in. Michelle says, I'm an egghead now, Susan. You are. You are. So those of you who are members or have just been gifted memberships, you'll notice that you have a little egg next to your name. So your names, of course, are highlighted in green and you have a little egg next to you. And then once you get to 1 month, if you get to 1 month, the egg will hatch and it will become a chick hatching out of an egg. Mike, thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted. Oh, thank you, Mike. Mike has done a £4 donation. Thank you very much. What was I talking about? Look, I've got so distracted. Yes, so the 1 month you'll be a chick and then 2 months you'll be a Rhode Island red hen. So yes, and then next week I'll get the custom emojis up. So the custom emojis are coming, my friends. I do believe that until you have 50 members, you're only, and I could be wrong about this, but I think that up until the time you have 50 members, you're only allowed to have 4 custom emojis. And then once you've got more than 50, you're allowed to have, well, you get more. I don't know how many more, but you get more. You can't wait to hatch. Yeah, I can understand that, Mike. Yeah, that's awesome. Kells Bells is here. Says, hi, Susan. I hope you're well. I am, my love. I hope you are also. I'm not sure if I've met you before, Kells Bells, but it's lovely to meet you. My name is Susan and I am in the Alpine region of Victoria, Australia. It is currently 11:20 on Saturday morning and we have just been making some chocolate brownies which we're waiting to cool because quite frankly we all want to eat some, don't we? Well, it's cooling because I can pick up the pan now. So that's them. You can, and yes, you're right. There's a few little holes there, but that was for me checking it. Oh, you're in Victoria as well. Oh, wonderful. That's awesome. A fellow Aussie. Will definitely welcome into the fellow Aussie. Louis says, don't forget the like button and share. It's free. Thank you very much for the reminder, Louis. Yes, everyone, if you haven't liked the live yet, if you could, that would be wonderful. I've made these wonderful chocolate brownies for you, just for you. Not for me, but for you. So considering that I've done this for you, I think it's only fair, isn't it? But yes, it's cooling down, still a bit warm underneath. I don't know if we can cut into it quite yet, but we're not far off. I'll put it back over here, let it keep cooling. And they're looking lovely, Susan, yummy. Yeah, no, they are. Ace, howdy, 37. Yes, that is wonderful. Thank you. Victoria here. Yes, Nicholas Kells Bells, Nicholas Grollo, who is in the chat, is also from Victoria. Can't cut the edges, Mum. No, Amanda, no, not yet. You need to wait. You need to wait. You all saw what happened the other week when I tried to cut that coconut raspberry slice too soon. Yeah, it didn't like it. It didn't like it at all. It tasted fine. It tasted wonderful, but it didn't like being cut too soon. Let me have a look. Hey, foraging. So Kel's Bells is saying hello to everyone. Louis says they look really good. Aren't we? Hello, Jason. Welcome in, sweetheart. Thank you for the brownies, Susan. Let them chill for a few and then chop into them. Oh, I will. I will. I do have a cup of coffee, so I thought I'd just sort of have my cup of coffee and keep chatting with you all. And then once I've sort of done that for a bit, I might be able to chop into one. But it's so rainy and foggy outside. Did you see it, Louis? And aren't we? Did you see how foggy it was outside? You can any time of year. Oh, Louis says my sister has a good recipe called granny pie or granny cake. Really? Well, that sounds interesting, Louis. Kirsty, of course, is still madly putting up people's links. Thank you very much, Kirsty. That is wonderful. Yum, says Nicholas Grollo. I know. Oh, Nicholas, you've only just come into the chat. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what, Nicholas? Jesper is coming today. Today. Forever and ever and ever. He's coming this afternoon. Isn't that exciting? So, yes, you're probably going to see today's the day. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I only found out like yesterday. Or was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. Is this your puppy? Yes, it is. Kel's Bells, yes. I had a Hungarian Vizsla that died 3 years ago, and we haven't had a dog since. I wanted to get a rescue dog, you know, because there's so many sort of abandoned dogs in homes and things and shelters, and I wanted to be able to take a dog from a shelter and give it a home and give it some love. But every time we thought we had found a dog that would be suitable for us here on the farm, we'd find out that, you know, the people at the shelter would say, well, this dog is great, but he hates cats. And of course, we've got 3 cats. Or this dog is great, but we've tried adopting him. Oh, we glitched, but we're back. Okay. So yeah, sometimes there was a couple of dogs, 2 or 3 actually, that we looked at that had already been adopted to other farms. And then the people who had adopted the dog had then returned it back to the shelter because it wasn't very livestock friendly. So every time we thought we'd found the perfect rescue dog, it just didn't quite work out for various reasons. So after 3 years of trying to get a dog from a shelter that would be suitable for our needs, we decided, look, we're just going to go for a puppy, and that way we can train it. He can grow up with our cats, with the cows, with the sheep, with the electric fences and all of that. So yeah, but he's coming today. It's very exciting. He is 9 weeks old tomorrow. It is a golden retriever. Beautiful little boy. He's a beautiful little boy. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, a Jasper and a fudge emoji. Yeah, I was thinking of that for sure. We're going to have some cute little emojis. My daughter hasn't drawn the emojis yet because she's been working on the loyalty badges. But what we're going to do, we're going to have 1 heart, of course, because you've got to have a heart emoji. But what she's going to try to do is make it out of 2 sheets of wheat. So it will be like wheat and wheat. Hopefully it will show up because, of course, they're quite small, the emojis. But so we're going to have a custom High Country Homestead heart and other things. I'm not quite sure what the other things are. She knows. It's all in her head, the custom emoji. She's the artist. Oh, a sticker of Susan in her mushroom. Yeah. Actually, we could actually have a mushroom. One of those mushrooms. You know the red mushrooms with the little white spots on them? We could have a mushroom as a custom emoji. I think that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. All right. Artwee says, thank you. Thank you for putting, that would be a thank you to Kirsty for putting up a link. Forsaken says, right, Susan, I'm off to bed. It is 2:30 and I need to be up for 7. Hopefully we'll catch you again soon. Take care. Thank you so much, Mike, for being here. Does that mean Captain Cornish is going as well? Don't tell me I missed him. No, I think you're still here, my love. Mushroom in the... Oh, you're still here? Okay. Laters all. Take it easy. Much love, everyone. Thank you again, Captain Cornish. It's much appreciated. Much appreciated. And bye, Mike. You take care as well. I'll see you all again soon. Anyway, I'll probably be talking to you within 24 hours, won't I? Bye, Captain, says Kells Bells. Everyone's saying goodbye to Captain Cornish and to Mike from Forsaken Explorer. If you like exploring, you've got to check out their channels, folks, because they do have, they're based in Cornwall in England, and they have the most incredible channel. If you love looking at old ruins and things like that, some of them are really old ruins, some of them not so old, some of them are sort of like new history, you know, and they come across car wrecks and sometimes rather unpleasant people, but I suppose that's all part of the exploration thing. But if you are into exploration, check their channels out. They're lovely people and they have lovely channels. There are no brownie emojis. Well, not yet, my love, no. But I'm sure it'll be coming. I'll have to do a cake one, won't I? I'll have to do a cake one. Let's see how this brownie is actually going. So this is it. Still very hot on the bottom. Don't know if I should be even attempting to take it out. It's like super hot, says I, as I hold it with my hand. Sweet dreams, Captain, says Michelle. Louis says, may I ask what time it is? It is 11:30, Louis, on Saturday morning here in Australia. At the moment, we're not in any daylight saving, so that most of the country is all at the same time, except probably Western Australia. Let me see if this would... All right, okay. You know what we're going to try and do? I'll turn you around. I am going to try to lift the brownie out. So we've got our cooling rack. Put that there so you can see. Let's see if I can get it out without breaking it. All right, we're out. So now it will cool a lot quicker. Oh, there you go. it is out of the pan. So I'll let it sit for a few more minutes, and let me just tell you all. So the ingredients for the chocolate brownies. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of daylight savings myself. I don't like it. And that it's purely selfish for me on my part. I do find I like the fact that it starts to get dark at about 5 and that by 6 o'clock it's pitch dark in the evening. Why do I like that? Because I'm a farmer. And it means that sort of 4 o'clock I can start to wind down my outdoor day, and I can come in, I can put wood in the stove, I can put wood in the log burner over on the other side of the room there. I can put my feet up for an hour and not feel guilty for not being outside and doing work because it's getting dark. And once I've had a bit of a sit down, I'll start cooking dinner, have dinner, sit down. Quite often by 7:30, meals have been cooked, eaten, dishes have been put away, and it's wonderful. When it doesn't get dark to 9 or 9:30, guess what I'm doing? Am I inside having a restful evening? No, I'm out there doing something, because you can guarantee that if the sun is up, there's something that needs to be done. Always, always. So I like when we don't have daylight savings, because even though I'm still doing things on the farm, I have an evening where I wouldn't normally have an evening when it's daylight savings. So our chocolate brownies, I have already, because the puppy is coming today, I was worried that I would forget to put the recipe up. So I did it before the live started. So the recipe is already in the description for the live, and I have done 2 ingredient lists. One ingredient list is for Australia and the UK. That's all in grams, okay? There is a second ingredient list for the US and Canada, where everything is in ounces and cups. So 2 ingredients, 2 ingredient lists, depending on where you're located. And then underneath, I've got the method, how you put it together, how you cook it, how you test it, all that sort of thing. So I've done all that for you. So if you like the recipe, it's all set up and ready to go regardless of where you are. So the ingredient list was 170 grams of butter. We put in 125 grams of dark chocolate, 150 grams of white sugar, 100 grams of brown sugar, 2 large eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and of course, I use my very own homemade vanilla extract. You can probably see the vanilla pods in there. So I made this one on the 23rd of June 2023 is when I made this bottle of vanilla extract. So we used 1 teaspoon of this, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 100 grams of plain flour, 30 grams of cocoa powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and 100 grams of optional chocolate chips or chocolate buttons. Now, Granny Pie recipe really is very good. All right, Louie, I'm going to have to look it up. I will look it up. I will, I promise. Guys, if you make Susan's brownies, post in the community page and tag Susan. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, because you guys can do that, can't you? I think. Well, what do you reckon? Should we try cutting some? I mean, it's still very hot, but I'm sure we could cut a little bit. I'm sure we could. I'm sure we could. Let me get that out the way. Now that's the one I didn't use. I'll put that there. Now before we do that though, let me take you to the window. Let me take you to the window again, because there's a few new people who have come in, just so you can see what the world out the front window looks like at the moment. So we're walking, we're traveling. Put the battery pack under my armpit like that, and then I do that. There we go. How does that compare with what you're looking at, Nicholas? It has stopped raining just for the moment. There's some sheep over there. They're sort of, I don't even think you can see the sheep. The sheep are there. And we're meant to be getting more rain this afternoon. Kelsbell says, oh my God, it's foggy. It's grey down here in Mornington Peninsula, but no fog. Well, where I am, Kelsbells, my elevation, I am at 1,010 metres above sea level. So I'm quite high up. I'm in the Alpine region. So in winter, we quite often will get snow up here. So this is fairly normal for the time of year. Sometimes that little wooden fence that you can see out the front, is it cold up there, Susan? Look, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at the moment. That wooden fence out the front, sometimes you can't even see it. Sometimes, I mean, the mist is already coming right up to the edge of the veranda, but sometimes it comes the whole way up to the edge of the veranda and you cannot see anything beyond the veranda posts. And that is incredibly eerie. I mean, to look at it like this, at least you can see something. But just imagine how you would feel if you opened your curtains or went to your window and you don't see anything, not even 1 metre of visibility. So, yeah, it's always different. It's always changing. And that's what I love about being up here. It's always different and it's always changing. All right, let me turn you round. There we go. Now, Kelsbells asked what the temperature was. Where is the little weather station display? Okay, it's not that cold. It is 9.2 Celsius up here. I do have the wood stove going. So inside, it needs more wood too. So with the wood stove going, it's quite comfortable in here. It is currently, so it's 9.2 Celsius outside. It's currently 19.7 in. And that's really nice. That's a nice temperature. Chris Wilson, boy, Susan, you'll get a lot of rain. Yeah, look, we have had a bit of rain recently. We can get the fog even without rain. Ace is 95 Fahrenheit. Oh, wow. God, Ace, that's terrible. I'll be honest, I'm really stressed about what summer is going to bring. I'm sure you are as well. I mean, you guys are all in spring, you know, and it doesn't matter. My friends in the UK, my friends in Denmark, I've got friends in Canada and America. The entirety of the Northern Hemisphere seems to be sweltering, absolutely sweltering. And that stresses me quite a bit because, of course, I'm in the middle of the bush. And every year there are bushfires or wildfires, depending on your terminology. And this house, this property, and this district have been affected by fires many times over the years. And yeah, it's scary stuff. I don't want to lose the farm. And I don't like heat. I don't like heat. It's why I live up here. It's one of the coldest places in mainland Australia. And traditionally, it's actually also one of the wettest places. Although it hasn't been that wet the last couple of years because we've been in drought. Oh, by the way, Colin Firth will always be my Mr. Darcy. Oh, yes. Yes, Amanda, yes. Pride and Prejudice. Do like Pride. I like Jane Austen. Sorry, I've probably just turned many of you off, but I do. I like Jane Austen. Right. Shall we cut into this brownie? Who says we should? It's been 17. Oh, okay. That's not too bad though. 17, Kirsty. Yes, all the Jane Austens. Yep. Yes, I love them all. I love Persuasion. I love Mansfield Park. I love Northanger Abbey. And she also did, Jane Austen did a story. She never quite finished it, I believe. Says eyes, I just wave a knife at you all. Called Lady Susan. Unfortunately, I believe that the character of Lady Susan that Jane Austen wrote, Lady Susan wasn't a particularly nice person. And I think, yeah, that'd just be my luck too. You know, an author that I idolise writes a story about Lady Susan, and of course it's someone who doesn't sound like she's particularly nice. Have you read Lady Susan, Amanda? The recipe. Oh, Louis, the recipe is already in the description. And I have written 2 ingredient lists. One ingredient list is for Australia and the UK. The second list is all the ingredients. So I converted everything into ounces and so forth. So there is a second ingredient list for US and Canada. So it's already there, Louis. All right, we're going to try cutting this. Oh my God, how terrifying. Well, I mean, none of you told me not to. Oh. Yummy. Wow. Yum. Oh, I can't wait. All right, let me get my saucer and have some more tea, which is in fact coffee. I don't know why I called it tea. Oh, you haven't read Lady Susan either? The edge pieces are my favourite. Thank you. If you like the recipe, don't forget to paste and copy. Oh. All right. No, I'll be honest, Amanda, I haven't actually read Lady Susan myself. I know it exists, but I've not read it. and I would be interested to read it. I think it wasn't totally complete when she passed away. Jane Austen was very young when she died. And so from what I understand, it was like 80% complete. And then the ending, she had it sort of worked out in almost like point form, but it wasn't sort of publishable. And so from what I understand, one of her ancestors used her notes to complete the book. And it's not a very big story, not like say Mansfield Park or one of those. So quite often you'll see Lady Susan is printed at the back of an existing story. So you might be able to buy Mansfield Park and Lady Susan in one volume. So it is out there now, but I've not read it. And I would be intrigued to read it. Okay, we're cutting. Oh, it looks fudgy. It looks fudgy. Let me bring it over and show you. Oh, Ace. Ace has put up a link for the Lady Susan info. Okay, so this is how it's looking. It looks yummy. Let's see if it tastes yummy. Do you think it's going to taste yummy? What do you reckon? I think it will. Oh, yes. It's so good, y'all. Oh, and there's my little chocolate chips, chocolate buttons. Louis Fuller says, my mum created the granny pie recipe. I'll definitely look it up, Louis. Oh, this is so good. Happy dance. Happy dance. That's right, Michelle. Oh, it's very nice. Yeah, definitely, folks. You've got to try this. Now, in the description where I've posted the recipe, I did say cook it for 22 to 27 minutes. I checked it at the 22-minute mark. Then I did another 3 minutes, another 3 minutes. I think in the end, by the time I took it out, it had been in for 28 minutes. So it's so good though. You've got to try it. Oh, Amanda has put up Ace's link. Now, I always say to Ace and Kirsty, and I don't say it enough, you're always so busy putting it in everyone's links, which we very much appreciate, but please plug your own channels, guys. Plug your own channels. I'm more than happy for you to do that. I hope you do. Occasionally I see that you do that, but you know, you deserve it. Oh, just sent Larry for chocolate chips. Well, I think, Louis, And do you reckon I should have more? I want more, don't I? Because I did promise someone, didn't I promise someone I was going to have, it was Michelle. Okay. Because that first piece I had, well, that was for me. But I did tell Michelle that I would have one for her because Michelle is cancer free. And also, I'm going to run a little piece down my daughter. Give me 30 seconds. Uh-oh. All right, I'm coming. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Yay for Michelle, who's cancer free. So this is our cancer free piece. But yeah, Louis. You like the egg? The egg's even got little brown spots at the bottom of it that my daughter drew. How damn good is it? And it's good. Caramel drizzle. Oh. Okay. So, Michelle, this is your piece I'm about to have. This is the piece we're having for Michelle to celebrate her cancer free. Oh, man, it's better than the first piece. And this afternoon, Jesper's coming. So I'm glad he's running a little bit late. Because if he wasn't, he'd be here in 7 minutes. And I'm not ready, clearly. But, yeah. It's going to be very exciting. Ace is saying coffee caramel drizzle. I bet you are, Louis. Louis, yeah, go into one of my, leave me a comment with the granny pie recipe, if you could, and I'll have a look and I'll make it. Michelle, you are loving this. Amazing, amazing. So yeah, I will be doing lives, of course, with Jasper, our new puppy that's coming in 2 hours. I don't know if it'll be today, it might be, but I was explaining earlier that my daughter doesn't like social media. So I can't very well say, look, we've got this puppy. Now you have to go somewhere else so I can do a live with the puppy. So because my daughter wants to be all over the puppy, as too will I. So once the excitement has died down enough that I can film Jasper, then I will probably do a pop-up live. I don't know when it will be. I don't know if it'll be today. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. You'll probably have a lot of little pop-up lives all through the week. And there won't necessarily be long ones. It might just be like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. It's not going to be a big 2.5 hour thing. But you're going to be like drowning under puppy content for the next probably week or two at least. Because it's so exciting. Louis says, I will do that. I will do that. You know, thank you, Louis. That would be awesome. Louis says, one of my YouTube friends that I gave it to made it on her stream, and after she made it, she had a pic of it. Ah. Oh. Yeah, okay. Also for welcome home present, Jasper Woof Woof. Yes, I'm going to give some of the brownies to the lady who bred Jasper. She had 15 or 16 puppies. Can you imagine? 15 or 16 of them. And then she's got all her adult dogs as well. And I think she's got like 8 adult dogs plus like 16 puppies. I mean, that's a huge amount of mouths to feed. So she's probably, you know, a little bit sad, of course, but she's probably really grateful that they're starting to head off to their homes now. Oh, Michelle, all the love. I'm very lucky to have you in my life. I'm lucky to have you too, Michelle. And I'm so thrilled for you. I'm so thrilled for you. What a horrific journey you must have been on. I'm so glad that you have been given your cancer-free status now. That's awesome. Well done, Michelle. Well done. I'm so pleased. You are blessed. You truly are. Louis says, I do have Facebook. I'll try and find you and put it on. Louis, I do have a High Country Homestead Facebook page. It's got the exact same logo, you know, that High Country Homestead logo that you see on my YouTube channel. It's the same logo. So yeah, just look up High Country Homestead on Facebook and you'll find it. And then you can message me and everything's good. Oh, great idea, Ace, says Amanda. I think that's my Facebook page link. Uh-huh. Okay. Yummy. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. So that was it. We have made chocolate brownies and they've turned out very well, which I'm thrilled about. So, my friends, liver pate cookies. That doesn't sound nice, Amanda. Why would you speak such blasphemy to me? Liver patties? Liver pate, sorry. Liver pate and cookies in the same sentence. Sorry. Doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me at all, Amanda. I have to do the dishes or I'll get no brownies. That sounds fair. That sounds fair. Lol for the dog. All right, my friends. Well, I think the time has come to say adieu to you all. Thank you so much for being here. I have had a wonderful morning. I always have a wonderful morning with you all, though. I just love it that you all come in and keep me company. We have a wonderful time all chatting, and I appreciate that so very much. I'd like to say a big welcome to all my new members because I've got members now. It was very good of Captain Cornish. A few of you paid up and then a few of you were gifted memberships today. And yeah, gifted memberships courtesy of Captain Cornish. So welcome to my new members. It's fantastic to be at a stage with my channel where I can have members. And it's probably going to take me a few weeks to work out how much is too much or how much is not enough, because I've not had members before. I'm not even a week into this whole super chats and members thing. So I don't want to not give you enough content, but then I don't want to overdo it either. So I really have no idea. I'm just winging this. But I'm sure I'll get into a routine. So for those of you who are members, I'll get there. I'll get into the routine and everything will be good. Homemade chocolate chip cookies are, says Louis. And Ace says, great to see you all. Congratulations again, Susan. Thank you, Ace. Louis says, congratulations, Susan, on your memberships. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is, it's very exciting. Michelle says, enjoy yourselves with Jasper, fudge, truffles, and pepper. Susan, you are so loved here in Wycliffe, yes, Cleveland, Ohio. Love you so much. Christmas, Raquel, and me love you also. Thank you, Michelle. And big hugs to your little animals. So, yes, that was my little spiel about memberships. So, yes, thank you to the members. Thank you, everyone, for keeping me company. I have had a fantastic morning here with you all. I hope you all had a fantastic morning as well. If you haven't given it a thumbs up yet, please consider doing that. That would be fantastic. I do see that someone has done super chats. I've had some super chats come through. So thank you to, I think it was Mike actually. Mike from Forsaken Exploration did a super chat. So thank you. If you have put a super chat through and I missed you, I do apologize. Louis says, when YouTube gives you free memberships, you also get your audience memberships, and you just hit the free memberships and then, okay, I understand, Louis. Thank you. So yeah, thank you to the members, and thank you to anyone that put up a super chat. If I missed you, yes, I apologize. Peoples, if you're in Australia, have a wonderful day today. For all of the rest of you who are in the Northern Hemisphere, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful meal. Have a wonderful night's sleep. Wake up refreshed tomorrow. Have a great weekend. That is super important. You have to have a great weekend. Stay safe and take care. Spread kindness. And, of course, what we always say at the end of one of my lives now is stay beautiful. So, everyone, take care, stay safe, spread kindness, and stay beautiful. I love all of you very much, because without you, there wouldn't be a me. Or at least there wouldn't be a channel, would there? Bye, everyone. Thank you. And you all take care of yourselves. And I'll see you all soon. Probably with Jasper. Bye.